Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to a brand new video over on PrizePicks. Today I got my 3 favorite plays in the NBA on Monday. But first up, let's talk about what happened yesterday. We went 4-2 on our VIP plays. Absolutely awesome. Continuing off of the 3-1 day yesterday. So we are now on a 7-3 run in the VIP, and that's just including the straight picks. We also had some parlays. This was unfortunately a YouTube play. It did miss. But the best bet of the day, I didn't even include that. The best bet of the day cashed as well. This was a 4-man that we hit, another 4-man that we hit. This was a 6-man we hit the day before, and this was another 3-man that we hit the day before. So we're cashing out plays on PrizePicks in the VIP, as well as plays on the straight picks. This is how I do the VIP, guys. You get all my straight picks for the day. You get my best bet of the day. Sometimes there's 2 or 3. And then you get all my PrizePicks and Underdog and all my slips as well in there too. So basically everything you could possibly need, you are getting from the VIP, and members are printing with this exact method. You are getting all the picks that I take as a profitable sports bettor, and you get a copy and mix and match and do whatever you want with the picks. That's all you got to do. So let's make sure to lock in over the VIP. If you guys want to get on, make sure you guys head over to the Winnable and sign up right here. It's $47 for your first week. And guys, if you're making over $300 a week, you can definitely spend $47 on understanding exactly why and exactly how and exactly what to take on these apps. So you're not just guessing. Now, let's get into the plays. Well, first up, drop a like on this video. Takes you 2 seconds, completely free. And now let's get into the plays for this NBA Monday. Got 3 games of hoops today. And we got some pretty good games. Pistons Magic with the Underdog leading 2-1. Thunder Suns, I'm not going to call that one a good game. And then Timberwolves Nuggets with no Anthony Edwards now. Timberwolves just have to win 1 out of the next 3 games in order to secure the win. But the odds are very in favor of the Nuggets now to win at least, 1 game at a time, 1 game at a time, 1 game at a time with no Anthony Edwards on the side of the T-Wolves. We got 1 play for each game. Let's get right into it, starting off with Pistons versus Magic. And we're going over to Jalen Duren on the points. We're hitting him over 15 points right here. And guys, this play for Jalen Duren is a confusing one, straight up, because this season he's been elite, averaging 19 points per game, and he's hit the over at 15 in 71% of games. So he has been super consistent hitting the over here. The statistics, everything points towards him having a great game here, hitting the over, right? That being said, he has been atrocious this series. He has not been the second best player on a 1 seed team like you would expect him to be. Literally, ever since the regular season ended, this was their last game up against the Hornets, he came into the playoffs, 8 points, 11 points, 8 points. He's done nothing. He's been getting locked up by Wendell Carter. Now, do I think this is going to stay this way? No. I do not believe this will continue, because at the end of the day, Jalen Duren has done this before against the Magic. If you erase what's happened in this playoff series, he has hit against them in 4 straight games. He has hit against them in 5 out of the last 6 games. All that's happening is he's going through a little bit of a rut, a little bit of a downtrend, and now he is going to have to, he's forced to lock in this series because they're down 2-1. And if they lose this game 3-1, that means they're almost not coming back, right? They could come back from 3-1 down. I highly doubt it. I don't see a world where they come back if they go down 3-1. The Magic are strong enough to win at least one of those last 3 games. In this case, Jalen Duren at 15 points. This is a must-win game for Detroit. They are currently 3.5-point favorites as I'm recording this video at 1 a.m. the night before. I like Jalen Duren a ton here. I know he's been cold recently. I know he hasn't been getting as many minutes because of how badly he's been playing straight up defense and offense. But that's got to change soon. And you look at the entire long term, you look at the entire 2025 season, and you see a guy who's hit this in 71% of games. And you look towards the over here for Jalen Duren, and that's going to be play number 1. Jalen Duren over 15 points. Now, moving into play number 2, we're going to that Suns game and that Thunder game. And although many people might not like watching this game because it probably won't be close, right now the Suns at home are double-digit underdogs because the Thunder are just that good. We still have a play that we like, and that's going to be Grayson Allen more than 12.5 points plus rebounds plus assists. And this line doesn't feel real. I do not understand why this line is so low. He has missed this once in this series, which was in that most recent game where he got 7 points, a rebound, and an assist. Not a great game for Grayson Allen. That being said, we need him to get 13. So he could get two rebounds, 2 assists, a couple threes, 1 free throw, and 1 bucket. And he's greened that. And this is the kind of guy that can usually, he's pretty good for 2 to 3 threes a game. And if he starts feeling good, he's way more than that. And if you guys look at this last 5 and you might go, meh. I mean, this is what PrizePicks wants you to do, right? They want you to open for the last 5 and they want you to look at this and go, it seems like a pretty good line, honestly. He sometimes goes over, sometimes goes under, but when he's going over, he's not hitting by that much, right? That's what PrizePicks wants you to think. If you look at the season, he has gone over a ridiculous amount of times. 94% of games. He's hit the under 3 times this season. And one of those times was in this last game. But if you erase that game and you just forget, if you don't think about what happened on Saturday, the last time he missed this was in January, almost in 2025. That's how consistent Grayson Allen has been at getting at least 13 points, rebounds, and assists. He is just simply that guy. He's Mr. Consistent when it comes to a line this low. It feels like it should be a goblin play. And there are a few reasons why this line is this low, and the main one is that because the OKC Thunder's defense is that solid. And yeah, they're very, very solid. But Grayson Allen's coming back into the lineup. The Suns actually have to win a game here. Do I think they're going to win? No. I think it's going to be a 4-0 sweep. But Grayson Allen here is going to get quite a few minutes. I expect him to do quite a bit in this game. And even though he might not play as many minutes as he usually does, right? You look at this, he played only 17 minutes in the last game. He usually plays way more. And if you look at the, here, I'll show you guys this. If you look at the season, he played a little bit less minutes in that game than previously. Even then, even if he's usually only playing 20, maybe 25 minutes. If he gets 20 minutes in this game, he should easily get 13 points, rebounds, and assists. So yeah, that's going to be play number 2. It's going to be Grayson Allen, more than 12.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Now, before we get into play number 3 for this Nuggets versus Timberwolves game, first up, drop a like on this video. I really would appreciate it. We're trying to grow this channel. We're trying to get you guys the best picks every day using math, using statistics, using AI models as well that I'm starting to code on the back end. If you guys could drop a like on this channel, it would mean the world to me. Now, let's talk about last thing before we get into the pick, which is how you guys can get a free month of VIP. And y'all, it is really this simple. Sign up for Chalkboard or sign up for Underdog using code BAM, and then text me a screenshot, and I'll get you in the VIP for an entire month for completely free. You can do this if you're on the VIP. You can do this if you're thinking about getting on the VIP. You can do this if you've never been on the VIP before. Just get on Chalkboard or on Underdog and sign up with code BAM. You've been looking at it for the last 8 minutes. Sign up with code BAM, and then you can get on the VIP for 30 days for completely free. That's all I got to say about that. Now, let's get into play number 3, game of the night. Tipping off at 10:30 p.m. Eastern time, and we're going over to our man AG. Aaron Gordon right here, over 8.5 field goal attempted. Now, you can take him on the points. I don't hate it. His points is at 9.5. But I like his field goal attempts a little bit more, especially if you're taking this over on PrizePicks. If he shoots the ball 9 times or more, we hit the over. And the one statistic here that matters. Well, first off, let's talk about the minutes. Aaron Gordon played 23 minutes in that last game after dealing with some type of injury. It seems like he's all good to go now. And I expect his minutes to try ramping up. So I think he'll play 25 plus minutes in this game. And then eventually game 6, maybe even play 30 minutes or so. But 25 plus minutes is more than enough that you need to cash a regular line like this. Because the most important statistic you have to be looking at here is the head-to-head. These teams have played each other. I think the statistic was 31 times in the last 4 years. And in the last 8 games, Aaron Gordon has not missed. Aaron Gordon has shot the ball at least 9 times in every single one of those. And in this situation, with Jokic playing the way he is, with no Anthony Edwards on the other side, and even though Aaron Gordon's questionable, should play 35 plus minutes in this game, I expect him to continue on the form that he's been continuing on. 77% this season. 100% in the last 8 games against Minnesota. And he hit this last game, by the way. He got 11 shots, even though he was dealing with an injury. So even if you're going to come out here and say, damn, he's dealing with an injury, he might not hit this. He literally did a couple nights ago. So that's why I like Aaron Gordon here on the over 8.5. Field goal attempted. And that's my last play of the day. I appreciate you guys watching all the way to the end. Let's make some money on the NBA on Monday.